If you were going to get $100 and all you had to do for that $100 was walk across the street at night with no traffic, or for that same $100, you had to walk across an interstate at rush hour, which would you choose? You're probably not going to want to play Frogger, for you guys that remember that game, and take the chance on getting hit and busted up. I'm just, hey, I'm going to wait till tonight, cross the street. That's what I want to talk about today is mow less, earn more, and simply shift your business into higher profit dollar services. Wean yourself away from some of the mowing. Mowing is kind of like the Frogger game. You know, it's so overhead driven. You've got lawnmowers, trucks, trailers, weed eaters, string trimmers. Fill in a blank on all the overheads you've got. But when you start looking at doing mulching and pruning and fertilization and weed control, yeah, these require a little more training, education, and knowledge. But they're like crossing the street at night with no traffic. It's a whole lot easier to go grab that money that's over there than it is trying to get across the interstate of overhead. Stop wasting so much time after a smaller margin service when I'm not telling you to get completely out of mowing right now, but what I'm asking you to do is do what I did finally, and that is realize that the money is not made in the mowing side of this industry. And if you look at any companies that have scaled and grown, and not everybody wants to be a big company, I get that too, which makes it just as important for you wanting to be a one truck operation or a two truck operation. Hey, we all get 24 hours a day. How we use those 24 hours a day is strictly up to you. Now, am I going to take those hours that I've got available to work, whether I'm doing this as a side hustle or a full-time job, how am I going to utilize those hours? Do I want to utilize those hours doing strictly mowing because it's easy and it puts me in my comfort zone? Or do I want to utilize those same daylight hours in doing mulching and hedge trimming and landscaping, maybe some fert and weed or lighting? I'm not saying you got to do all those things, but this is just to turn the light on that don't spend all your time mowing grass. Take the time, mow a little less, earn more, and all you got to do is shift the focus of your services that you're going to provide to your customers. Hey, you can still mow, but sell those mowing customers more services. Don't let Wayne's Lawn Service come in and do the mulching, the hedge trimming, the easy stuff as we call it, right? Don't give the easy stuff away and the higher profit dollar items away because you don't want to take the time to train and educate yourself a little bit and to get the proper licensing and insurance to do fertilization and weed control. I'm here to tell you, if I had to do all over again, I'd have never bought a lawnmower. After 46 years in this business, I learned about 9-10 years into the business that, hey, mowing is okay, but the money is made in all the other services that are out there. And don't make the excuse for yourself, well, you know, I'm small or this is just a side hustle. Hey, why don't you make the most amount of money you can make and put the most amount of profit dollars that you can put into your pocket and doing the least amount of work? I'm not telling you to be lazy by any stretch of the imagination. There's nothing about this industry that's easy. But what we can do, and the low-hanging fruit that most companies miss out on, is the diversification of your services. Don't take that same $100 that my example earlier was. Why cross the interstate during rush hour trying to get to that $100 when all that is just overhead in your way and expenses in your way? Let's take a truck, a hedge trimmer, and go trim some hedges. Let's take a truck and a spray tank and go spray some lawns. A lot less overhead, a lot higher profit margin, but what you got to be willing to do is have the confidence that you can do it. Don't be like Wayne was and lack the confidence that you can do it until you almost starve yourself to death And there's a lot of different ways we starve ourselves to death in this industry. Okay? And the slow death is even worse than a quick death of just saying, hey, I'm getting out of this. There's no money, man. I've just tried. Want to try something new this year? Try diversification of services. You've already got existing customer bases. They will buy from you because they've got a relationship with you already in mowing their lawns. Service fewer customers, make more money, and there's not a thing wrong with that. Be sure to subscribe below. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll see you next time.